I'm this is TCSIO. Welcome to the market, the land of the free, but let's be honest, we don't need you, we just need what you bring, so come on in. The water's fine. Hey! They show you the charts, show you the growth, the promise of partnership, but shed it oath. Bring your factories, your brains and skilled hands, a ticket to riches in these promised lands. You sign the papers, a smile on your face, invest in your fortune, keeping up the pace. They call it a venture, a beautiful lie, a one-way street under a one-sided sky. You chase the numbers, you work to the bone, but the profit you're seeking are never your own. We only need your money and technology. We'll take your cash, we'll take your brain. We only need your money and technology. Leaving you hollow, leaving you in pain. You come for the market, leave with a loss. Just another puppet, dancing for the boss. You teach us your secrets, your jack of work, your patents and bookings, we make them our perk. We copy your logic, we build our own way, then your original's worthless. Starting today, you create jobs here for our people to get, while your people back home are just drowning in debt. A transfer of wealth, a theft in plain sight, under the guise of the dollar, clean and so bright. Your nation gets hollow, a shell of its past. The skills you once had are fading too fast. Your core industries bleed, your future gets dim, just to fill our pockets right up to the brim. You gave us your soul for a seat at the table, a dream that was sold in a cheap fragile fable. The price of your right to receive all the yeoman, now you stand in our shadow, losing the fight. We trusted the handshake, believed in the word, but the sound of your laughter is all that we heard. No more contracts, no more paper trails. This partnership's over, it's finally derailed. Hey! 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 We only need your money and technology. We'll take your cash, we'll take your brain. We only need your money and technology. Leaving you hollow, leaving you in pain. You come for the market, leave with a loss. Just another puppet, dancing for the boss. Hey, 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 hey.
We keys your money and technology. We took your money, we took your tech. We only need your money and technology. Leaving you hollow, leaving you in pain. You come for the market, you leave with a loss. I'm just another puppet, dancing for the boss. Yeah.
Yeah. Thug USA. You wear the stars, but your stripes all blood. This ain't no song, it's a testimony from the gut. A single high-pitched guitar feedback. Used to call you friend, a brother in arms, but your smile's a blade and your handshake does harm. You talk of freedom, but your boots on our necks. Justice is a price tag and you're cashing checks. In Georgia, my people, they had no voice. Locked in a cage like they had a choice. The land of the brave, what a beautiful lie. Behind every promise, a serpent's eye. All the trust, all the talks, now it's gone. Just a dirty back alley where the fate's been drawn. Thug USA, you're a thug, feeding on nations like a poison bomb. Thug USA, you're a thug, this ain't a flag, it's a dirty rug. You play the hero, but you just a clown, kicking a little guy when he's down. The media, your puppet, sing a sweet tune while the truth gets buried beneath the moon. The consulate a fortress with doors made of steel, hiding the secrets that you don't want to reveal. This ain't business, this is a crime, stealing our dignity one life at a time from the sweat of our brows. You built your throne, left us to bleed all alone. You wave your weapon, call it aid, but your history's a debt that can't be paid. You preach a gospel of peace and a might, but all I see is shadows in the night. The Statue of Liberty, what a cruel joke. The torch is a fire and the chains won't be broke. Your anthem's a hymn for the rich and the greedy, ignoring the poor and forgetting the needy. We trusted you, we bled for you, but all that we got was the black and the blue. No more lies, no more fake smiles. We're walking our own path for a million miles.
you remember? From now on, you're the enemy. Thug USA.
I'm about to drop. The promise is whispered in our ears. Now just blood-stained lies. A trap sprung beneath the Atlanta sky. Dagger lodge in Georgia ground. Hidden handshakes behind the name Alliance. Poison seeping in the moment when you turn around. Visa papers, a mask of authority. Hardworking people treated like criminals in an instant. A broken system on top of a laughing law. The shell of human rights, rotten hypocrisy on the inside. The freedom, equality you spoke of all lies. Brothers, wrists and cuffs, your hands on nothing but counterfeit bills. Beneath the faded stars and stripes, the shouts are an empty echo. The lips that call us friend, their ends are a sharp thorn. A knife in the back, a blade stuck in the back. Trust shattered into pieces, betrayal burning fiercely. A knife in the back, a broken vow. Georgia's tears, we will never forget this betrayal. The consulate's doors are tightly shut, lawyers denied access. The media kept silent and comfortable truths always hidden. The reward for labor is insult, pride is a collapsed tower. The cries of the oppressed, sighs scattered into the air. A baseless arrest within an opaque process. A foundation built with blood and sweat, now reduced to ashes in a moment. Whose law is this? Whose justice? Your double standards, we can't take it anymore. The world's police don't make me laugh. You're just a hunter filling your own belly. Trap on a weak wagon, your tail to the strong, a cowardly sight. The signboard of alliance is now a worn out joke. A smile full of hypocrisy, a knife of greed hidden behind it. We're your lab rats, snakes for your profit. Pigeons face down on the asphalt, eating nothing but dust. Yeah, I admit, I once believed, but now it's different. I won't be fooled again. History will record it. It's humiliation today. Behind the guise of alliance, you're hitting ugliness. Now we won't be deceived any longer. With eyes wide open for true justice.
I grab this mic and shout.
This is a warning.
Remember this. You won't forget. Ever. Ever.
They told us come, the streets are paved with gold. They sold us a dream that was ancient and old. This ain't a land of opportunity, no, this is a lie. Where hope comes to wither and dreams come to die. Across the ocean, a prayer on my breath for a new life. A future escaping so death left my family, my home to seek what they preach. The freedom you promised, just beyond my reach. Past the Statue of Liberty with a tear in my eye. Believing the story this land was a paradise. But the moment I landed, the truth came so fast. The welcome was frozen. But it's a hell ride. Slave, in the name of immigrants. Built your towers on our blood and our tears. Slave, in the name of immigrants. To your system for so many years. You trade our labor for a promise of a fake life. Selling us a dream while you sharpen a knife. Yeah, working sun up to sundown for crumbs of your feet. In your factories and fields from west to the east. No voice, no rights, just a threat in your stare. Up a phone call away, sending me back to nowhere. Hidden from daylight in the shadows we live. Taking your burdens and all that you give. Building your mansions, cleaning your streets. The very foundation your country completes. Your anthem sings of the brave and the free, but the story's a lie. A sick irony from a slave ship's hold to a back of a truck. Different centuries, but the same kind of love. Your history books, they all tell a tale of a nation that rises, but one that will fail. To see the new chains on the old tired hands, a new form of bondage across these lands. We carry the weight, but we're starting to rise. We're opening our hearts and opening our eyes. We'll tear down your lies with a powerful cry for a true life of freedom beneath the true sky. Slave, slave, in the name of immigrants. Built your towers on our blood and our tears. Slave, 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 in the name of immigrants. Changing your system for so many years. You trade our labor for a promise of a fake life. Selling us a dream while you sharpen a knife. Slave.
name of immigrants. The price of your freedom is our chains.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, check the globe, you see the stamp. One name on the top, forever champ. The world's on notice, better listen close. Cause the king on the throne ain't giving up his post. Got the biggest stick, the widest reach. Every ocean, every shoreline is within our speech. Our paper's the dollar, your trust is the price. You play our game, or you pay the ultimate dice. Build your monument, stack your gold high for one phone call. Watch it all turn to sky, we write the rule book. We break it too, the only one you can follow is what we tell you to do. You see a crack in the armor, you think you can rise? We'll show you a mirror and shatter your lies. No nation greater than us, we don't need a king. We're the only empire, the only thing. No nation greater than us, you better understand. We'll tear down your dreams with our own two hands. From the shadows we watch, in the darkness we creep, sowing the seeds of the secrets you keep. A whisper of death, a rumor of war, will knock on your door and make you beg for more. You rise on your own, we'll cut off your fuel, make your progress a joke, a temporary fool. We'll buy your souls and sell you the lie that you stand on your own under a different sky. You the dragon from the east with a hungry grin, building your cities from deep within. You the old bear with your chillin' stare, acting like you're standing on your own, breathing the new air. We see you growing, we hear your boast, but we're the fire, and you just toast. We let you dance, we let you play, then we pull the plug on your brightest day. The world order is a sacred design, and for it to be perfect, only one can shine. Don't misunderstand, this ain't about hate, it's about destiny, it's about pure faith. No nation, no nation, no nation, no nation, no nation greater than, no nation greater than, no nation greater than, no nation greater than, no nation, no nation, no nation, no nation, US, no nation, no nation greater than US. Yeah.
Transaction pending. Total due $350 billion. We gave you a seat at the table, now it's time to pay the lease. The tariffs will drop, the pressure will cease. Just a small investment, a handshake fee to keep your product flowing, clean and tariff-free. 350 with a dozen zeros. Your national heroes become our fiscal zeros. We're not asking for charity, don't get us wrong. We're just collecting what's due where it all belongs. We built the playground, we own all the rides. You wanna play, then put your money inside. What we need is 350 billion. Your country's future for our innovation. What we need is 350 billion. For our jobs, our progress, our whole nation. It's not a request, it's a simple demand to keep your little kingdom safe in our hands. It's not a request, it's a simple demand to keep your little kingdom safe in our hands. Your profits stay home, don't make me laugh. That's not how this partnership second half's on the path. We take the returns, we secure the gains, while you get to hold the empty money chains. This isn't just cash, it's a transfer of power, a new global order. Every single hour, your R&D, your patents, your brightest minds. We're taking it all, leaving you with the fine. Don't you dare hesitate, don't you dare question the cost. Remember who protects you when all is lost. The paper you print is just colored ink. Your security's tethered by a single link. You can't refuse this, you know you can't. This is the new anthem, the new chant. So make the transfer, don't make me wait. 350 billion, that's your new fate. We're not the bad guys, we're just being smart, protecting our interest right from the start. This ain't exploitation, it's just business, you see. A one-sided bargain for eternity. 350 billion, your country's future for our innovation. 350
Yeah. You hear that sound? Don't get used to it. Cause it's a gift we can take away. Just remember that. We built the fences, we patrol the lines, got our boots on your soil, reading all the signs. Said we protect you, stood up to the threat, a security blanket you'll never regret. A promise of steel, a treaty in ink, we gave you a shield. What you think? We're the big brother, the one you lean on. Your piece is a sunrise that we turned on, but a blanket gets heavy. And a shield comes with a price. Don't think we're here for charity. It ain't that nice. Act up and we'll pull the military. You'll stand all alone, a new cemetery. Act up and we'll pull the military. Just a phone call away, not a fairy tale story. Your enemies are watching and they're holding their breath. One wrong move from you is a promise of death. You question our dollars, you question our deals. You wanna make choices on how your nation feels. You think you're a player, think you got a voice. Don't you forget who gave you that choice. You refuse our demands, our big investment plan. You're biting the hand that protects your land. You think you're so smart, you think you're so brave. Just remember whose favor you're destined to crave. That line in the sand, you're destined to appear. The shield we provide will vanish, no fear. The jets in the sky, they will fly home, leaving your fortress to face all alone. You'll see the dragons and the bears at your door, knocking on walls you can't build anymore. The silence will be deafening, the terror so deep, as your little kingdom is put to sleep. We don't need your loyalty, we don't need your thanks, just need your obedience in the financial ranks. This isn't about friendship, this is about power. We'll hold you at ransom every single hour. Act up and we'll pull the military. You'll stand all alone, a new cemetery. Act up and we'll pull the military. Just a phone call away, not a fairy tale story. Your enemies are watching and they're holding their breath. One wrong move from you is a promise of death. In the financial ranks, this isn't about friendship, this is about power. We'll hold you at ransom every single hour. Act up, act up, and we'll pull the military. Every single hour. Every single hour. Every single hour. Yeah. They tell you to sit and you sit. They tell you to speak and you bark. They call it an alliance, I call it a pack.
We walked with a swagger, a promise in our eyes, thinking we were partners under shared skies. You held out your hand and we shook it with pride, but that handshake was a leash and there was nowhere to hide. You said follow my lead, protect the main house, so we guarded your walls, quiet as a mouse. We learned all your tricks, we played every game, but we never earned a seat, just a different name. You threw us a bone, a market to chase, but you kept the feast for yourself in your own private space.
What America needs is not an ally but a dog, a loyal pet to guard against the fog. What America needs is not an ally but a dog, to sit on command and to jump on the log. We bark when you tell us, we wag our tail, believe in your promise that we'll never fail.
You point at the dragon, we bare our teeth. You whisper China and we growl underneath. You send us to war, we follow your call and we fight with your flag.
buried beneath the lawn. We've been good boys since the break of dawn. We gave you our lives, our youth and our will, just to stay on your leash and to get a cheap thrill. You praise our loyalty, but it's a hollow cheer. The loyalty of a creature driven by fear. You're the master, the boss, the final command. We're just a guard dog protecting your land. We trusted the treaty, we trusted the pact, but it's just a command and we're meant to react. No more walking on all fours, no more begging for scraps. We'll learn to stand up and break out of your traps. America night! A dog! America night! America night! America night! All America nights! A dog! You see the handshake, the smile. Listen first lie. Listen closely. There's a different rule in these skies. We carved the borders, we wrote the names, we built the foundations and we own the games. Our blood's in the soil, our sweat's in the steel, and what we say is the only truth that's real. You come in chasing a slice of the pie, but don't forget whose recipe's baking the sky. You can work your fingers raw, you can climb the ladder, but the top floor is ours and that's all that matters. You wanna talk fairness, equality's light. You're playing a chess game, and our king's in white. Don't mess with me, I'm white. I hold the keys, I control the light. Don't mess with me, I'm white. My history's a weapon, my future's so bright. You can talk about change, you can talk about grace, but the tweets you make, the odds is a ton of change. You can talk about change, you can talk about grace, but the rules were made for different kind of things. My money talks louder, my laws been faster. My family's old money, a permanent master. Your protest is noise, your anger's a trend. It'll fade with the seasons, it'll reach a dead end. We'll give you a token, a trophy to hold, a fake-ass victory for a story to be told. While you're celebrating, we're making the deals, controlling the power the way this whole world feels. You want diversity? We put it on display. A nice little backdrop for a better payday. You want equality? A level playing field, that's a nice sound bite. A promise we give. But we'll pull the string from our gilded chair and watch you dance without a single care. Our privilege is invisible, it's a silent command. The foundation of power across this land. We built this world and we'll tear it down if you try to take the scepter and the crown. This isn't about hate, it's about holding the line, keeping what's ours and keeping what's mine. Don't mess with me, I'm white. I hold the keys, I control the light. Don't mess with me, I'm white. Victory's a weapon, my future's so bright. You can talk about change, you can talk about grace, but the rules were made for a different kind of face. You can talk about change, you can talk about grace, but the price were made for a different kind of face. Don't mess with me, I'm white.
They told you about the heroes, the brave and the bold. They forgot to mention the stories that were never told. The real price of the empire is buried in the past, but the ghosts of the fall and they're built to last. We came with a Bible, a flag and a gun. Said we'd share the land beneath the same sun. Made treaties of paper that crumbled like dust. A handshake of faith, a moment of trust. Then we broke every promise, every single word. Forced a silence on a voice that could never be heard. The sacred mountains, the rivers so grand, were stolen for profit by a greedy man. They were the people of the earth, the true and the free, but you call them savages for the world to see. Blood on the grass, a nation's disgrace. The sins of the fathers, no time can erase. Blood on the grass, the cost of the land, the truth of the sword in a white man's hand. You preach of the freedom that you came to bring, while the land still remembers the death that you sing. They called it a war, a noble fight, but it was slaughter in the day and rape in the night. Forced from their homes into a barren place. Another stolen life, another erased face. The trail of tears, a story untold, a nation's history bought with silver and gold. You built your cities on graveyards of the dead. The lies that you whisper on the books that are read. You wave your flag with so much pride, but there's a massacre you try to hide. You celebrate a holiday, a grand old feast on the bones of a people from the west to the east. Your monument stand built on a lie beneath the beautiful American sky. The riches you flaunt, the power you hold, all built on a story that was never told. You can't have freedom if you take it by force. You can't have honor if you stray from the cause. The land remembers, the West never forgets. The dead of your fathers you haven't paid yet. Blood on the grass. Blood on the grass. Blood on the grass. Blood on the grass. Blood on the grass.
They said the land of the free. Yeah, they said it. Now listen to the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. Liberty my ass when the poor can't eat. Equality's a joke on a broken street. Justice is a price tag sold at a high cost. In the nation that's forgotten, everything is lost. The flag waves high, a beautiful lie, while the homeless shiver and children cry. They preach from the Bible, then they steal all the bread, leave the truth in the dirt and the people misled. And then a voice from the high rise full of golden rage spins a new reality on a gilded stage. Land of liberty, equality, and justice. A perfect stage for a broken trust. Land of liberty, equality, and justice. A slogan for a nation turned to rust. They sell you a dream while they tear down your walls. The land of the free, watch it crumble and fall. He wears a gold tie and a cheap ass grin. Says he'll make the country great again. He builds a wall and he preaches hate. Blames everyone else for his own damn fate. He's the reality show king, the clown with the mic, dividing the people, showing who he doesn't like. He calls himself a patriot, a savior of the land, but his only law is to keep power in his hand. He screams, America first, a venomous chant, while the rest of the world sees his ignorant rant. He tears up the treaties, he breaks every code, puts a weight on our shoulders, a global load. He turns friends to enemies, tears families apart. The snake in the garden with a stone for a heart. He promised a future, a powerful throne, but he's left the country completely alone. The founding fathers are turning in their graves, watching their nation become a land of slaves. Slaves to a puppet, a king of the show. The seeds of their freedom they forgot to sow. Land of liberty, equality, and justice. A perfect stage for a broken trust. Land of liberty, equality, and justice. A slogan for a nation turned to rust. They sell you a dream while they tear down your walls. The land of the free, watch it crumble and fall. Land of liberty, equality, and justice. Land of liberty, equality, and justice. Land of liberty, equality, and justice.
Yeah. This isn't an anthem, it's a confession. This not a boast, but a plea for a lesson. We said so much now, we'll listen. We swaggered on stages, we held up a shield. Said our way was the only way with our hands at the wheel. We saw your resources, we called them our own. We ripped out your futures and left you alone. We laughed in the high rise, the king in the show. Told you to kneel down and to fall so low. The arrogance was a poison. We blamed everyone else when the truth was in seed. Right here in ourselves.
Sorry, all nations of the earth, for the lies we broke, for the pain and the hurt. Sorry, all nations of the earth, for treating your homes like they had no worth. We played the bully, we played the thug, and we're sorry for the lies we were so quick to hug. We took your money, we stole all your art, said we needed your technology, then we tore you apart. We called you an ally, a partner in grace, but we made you a dog to stay in your place. We said we'd bring freedom or shine a new light, but we left you in darkness and stole all your might. The promise of freedom was just a disguise for the dollar signs we saw reflected in your eyes. We sent out our soldiers, we sent out our planes for freedom, for profit, through fire and raids. We called it justice, a noble pursuit, but we planted a poison and ripped out the root. The blood on the grass, a story untold, a terrible history bought and then sold. We thought we were heroes in a brave new land, but we were just conquerors with blood in our hands.
But the silence is deafening now that we stopped and the pieces we broke.
We'll try to get them top. We'll learn to be partners, not masters in command, to truly walk with you hand in your hand.